I just really have always liked this map. I like the iterations that they've done of it, where they've changed, the destructible rocks and sort of the back area here. Alright, so spawning in the bottom left-hand corner here, we have VP Ewic from VP Gamers, our orange Terran, who, won the first one, lost the second, won the third, lost the fourth?
I think that sounds about right.
Alright, and his opponent is Future from Team Rain, our blue Protoss.
Who lost the first one, won the second, lost the third one, won the fourth.
Nice.
So I wonder if we're going to see any sort of timing push out of them early. Like, pretty much half of the games have been one-on-one base timing pushes. The other half have been... Well, actually, no, that wasn't even one base. That was two base. He just did expanded. That was like a 7-gate push.
Yeah, it was a 7-gate push. He'd expanded. And he just had a really nice timing of pressure.
He absolutely did. And that force field pretty much made it. No repairs means... Well, that bunker dies very quickly.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Alright, so nothing too exciting, although we are seeing a little bit of a variation here. So Ewic, so far, I don't think we've seen him wall off with a barracks yet. I think he's normally been doing the 3 supply depot wall off. So this is a little bit different. He might have something different in mind.
He is getting his gas. So maybe we could see something that's going to... where he's going to want to deny the vision, maybe some sort of Banshee play, or we will see. And that SCV is going to make his way across the map.
And looks like he might be going to go and scout... Oh, nope, he's scouting there first versus cross positions.
So I think this one is cross only, so...
I think you can't spawn in,
you can't spawn
the same side.
Yeah, you can't spawn in close. That's even on the ladder.
Yeah, but you can spawn,
close by air.
To the... I don't know, is that close by air? I'm not sure. So you can spawn in cross or, the opposite side.
Yep. So factory being started. This could be...
Right, so this is definitely a different build than what we've seen so far.
Oh, here we go. He is moving at that back. Could be a 1-1-1.
Could be. And we've got a 1-gate robo from Future. So we're seeing different builds from both of these players.
Yep. If he gets that observer out to see that it could be a 1-1-1, he is going to want to drop a couple Immortals. And Immortals are instant tank killers.
Truth. Although it could be seen a 1-1-1 with some Banshees, since we do have a second gas there as well.
Yep.
Although reactor. So, yeah, maybe some Hellion pressure.
I think he's gonna reactor out Marines. Start with the Banshee. There's the starport. He's gonna reactor out Marines, Banshee, and maybe tanks. That's my
we'll
guess.
Have to see. There's so many different variations on the 1-1-1. It's
There
always
is.
sort of hard to see, and that's one of the things that makes 1-1-1 really frustrating.
Oh, Hellions are coming out to deal with the Zealots.
Yeah. So when you see those, you don't really know what the unit composition is. You can sort of guess based on their,
the add-ons.
But you can easily swap them as Terran, so it's very frustrating from a scouting perspective.
He might not be going Banshee. If he didn't drop a Tech Lab, no, Medevac coming out.
He could be going for Medevac drop.
Marine, Hellion, Medevac. He's going to try and do a lot of pressure with that. Should be interesting. We'll see. We do have the Observer making its way across the map, so he may be able to see this. And the Hellion is tucked... Whoa, his first Hellion is tucked away. His second Hellion is not. And here comes the Tech Lab on the factory.
Alright, and looks like we are going to have a little drop there, but
the Observer is going to catch that.
And it doesn't look like Ewic saw the Observer, so he didn't catch it.
So, and he is getting in a good position.
Drop. And in the meantime, we have a swap of the...
So into Banshees.
Banshees, yeah.
But the Robo's already up, so it's...
Raven.
Oh.
Alright, and a command center as well, so that'll be nice.
Interesting build. This is definitely an interesting build. Let's see how effective this drop is. There's already units back there to deal with it.
Yeah, I think it's
it might get into a little seam. Excellent force field protecting his workers. He ended up losing 2 workers to this.
Oh, there's 3 more from that one Hellion there.
That bastard Hellion.
I know. The probes were chasing it. That was not the best plan for them. Ooh,
excellent deke.
Squeak by with the skin of its teeth. Alright, and that observer was found over here by the Raven. And as soon as it dies, we're swapping off the units again. And it looks like when we transition into bioplay again.
That seems to be the case. But he has... No, he's got enough to hold anything that the Protoss throws at him right now. So,
yeah.
Another observer up. We do still have that Immortal out. And 3 gates are up for... Oh no. Robotics Bay. So, early Colossi.
Mm-hmm.
Early Colossi.
Well, we don't have any Vikings in production. We don't actually have a reactor on that starport, which I'm a little bit surprised about. If he is going bio, I would think that he'd want to get that up ASAP just for some extra medevac action, but he's not building medevacs at all.
There it is.
And there it goes. Alright, so our first Colossus is about halfway done.
He hasn't started the range upgrade yet, though.
Nope, he has not. Alright, so 4-gate Robo. And looks like Ewic is just sort of trying to macro up, play it safe, so he's getting a couple of bunkers down here by his main.
Yep, I mean, his initial attack didn't do very much, so he's got to get himself into a safe position.
Alright, so nothing too exciting for a while here. We've sort of reached a lull.
He has pulled ahead economically, though. So he is up in workers as well as having the mules.
Yep, so he's got 40 workers to 37. Now he's 42 to 37. So yeah, nice job keeping up the production of SCVs. That's one thing that I saw a thing from Thorzane. He was just amazing at continually building SCVs. And just having those SCVs just keep going is really just very beneficial. It just lets you get ahead little by little.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you just need to keep those up, and next thing you know, you have a nice booming economy. I like how he's hiding his Colossi back behind his mineral line. So if the Terran player scans the ramp...
it's not a normal place to scout for a Terran, for sure.
Especially because if you already know he's expanded, you're not going to scan there again.
Right. Alright, and Ewic actually needs to look... I think he needs to look at getting a 3rd up and running. He's getting a little oversaturated on his natural there.
A little oversaturated. That's definitely more than a little oversaturated.
Yeah,
Oh, Viking production has started.
But we do have some annoyance
Does he know?
Our Protoss player.
He does know. He did see the robotics bay.
But there's a lot of proxy pylons around the map, and it is going to prevent the 4th position. And looks like we've got Future's army heading out across the map here. So pretty devastating army. We do have some Vikings, 4, but we've got 3 Colossi and a decent number of Stalkers there to protect them.
Yeah, it's only 4 Vikings, so he's going to have to really get a good engagement. The big thing about this is going to be the point defense drone. That is going to make the biggest difference. He needs to engage in a position where the PPD isn't going to be able to do a ton of damage. And, there you go. The PPD is up, so he's going to pull back, try and pick off the Raven, and the Raven... Oh, no. He ran back into the range of the PPD, and a second PPD has been dropped. And a repair on the Raven.
Is going to get repaired. Poor little guy. Almost lost it there.
A couple more warp-ins. Let the shield regenerate in his Colossi. Have his other Colossi step up. And he's going to want to worry about these, hope these point defense drones fall down. But that's going to allow Ewic to get his Viking count up So Marine is going to run out to check where this army is to his death.
And we got so I think it's funny, we've got this SCV sort of patrolling up here by this pylon.
Yeah, he's been doing that.
There's a pylon there, I know.
He's been doing that for a long
Probably
time now.
Probably could have taken down the pylon by now.
I wonder if he was just doing it to worry about, like, a proxy sort of play. Not a proxy, a secret base, but we do have an engagement that is so many Vikings. No point defense drone. He did not have the energy for that, but he is just barely in range there. And it looks like the Terran player is pulling ahead, and he is going to take this engagement pretty easy, but we've seen Future hold on after an engagement like this pretty well. So let's see if he is going to push out, bring his Vikings, and he is bringing a lot of SCVs with him.
Yep, and in the meantime, we have a third dropped for Future, so he's going to be a little bit short on money. So, I mean, if we look at units here, we've got 1 Colossi, 2 Zealots, 8 Stalkers, a couple Sentries.
Though the difference between the last game and this game is that the Colossi will rip through those SCVs. Whereas when it's just a couple Zealots, couple Stalkers, not so much. So, I mean,
there's only the 1 Colossi, though, and there's so many Vikings on the map that even
there are
sort of like attack moves with the Vikings, which is, you know, what he's sort of doing here.
Yep, and there goes the Colossi. So when is his next Colossi actually just finished? So again, Future is going to try and be very patient with his attacks. The Vikings are going to take down that Colossi again pretty quickly, and they land the Vikings, do additional damage, and it looks...
SCVs are doing a great job of tanking as well.
They absolutely are, and they're repairing the Vikings while he's pushing in. So this is game. He's only down to 35 supply left, so he is going to GG soon, and there's the GG.
All right, and that ends the series for this evening.